Morning, Sabang and Palawan and Philippines and the rest of the world. Let's see, it's Friday, I believe the 19th of September here in Sabang. Been talking to a lot of the local expats and business owners and different things about the Philippines and the little issues, things they ask me about, so I thought I'd share some of my ideas. There's a big jeepney here. They go to town every day and you pay them, and I think maybe twice a day. There's a couple of them. That's the green one, there's a gray one, and they pick up supplies. I've learned that recently. So you can order, say I want some chairs, and they'll pick them up and you pay for them. They're bringing them from Port-au-Prince or whatever along the route to Port-au-Prince, so that's a good idea. So that's a good little business they got going on, which is the theme of the video this morning. Some ideas and things, because it's the off season here, which and it's quite slow, especially in the evenings. And I thought, I don't understand why that is necessarily, because the weather's still quite beautiful here for the most part. It is the rainy season, and you do get a shower from time to time, but it's nothing day after day after day that would stop you trying to have something. So some of my ideas is to have some fiesta or something going on monthly, if not every weekend and stuff, such as here's Christmas time coming up, November, December. You could have a celebration here in this area, decorate with some Christmas lights and advertise that, and they bring in a lot of people, have some food and drinks with that. Again, food and drinks always go along. There are plenty of places, but there's no activity. That's the problem, to draw people in. So a lot of these businesses are very slow, or some are not open too late because there's just nobody here this time of year, and that goes on for about 8 months out of the year. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, so people are just getting up and opening up. So that's kind of an issue to draw in people. So yes, we have the underground river, which does quite nicely to at least 2 months out of the year, maybe 4 total, where it's very busy and people are coming in. I think January and February are the peak months of the tourist industry here. So, but I think you could do a lot more, have some basketball more. They do have, I think, a tournament, but it doesn't go on very long, and it's relatively small. So invest in more into the basketball area here, promote that, maybe have a basketball tournament for several weeks or something, and fix that up, better lighting for the nighttime, and better place so the ball doesn't go over into the ocean when you miss it. Additional seating, they have a fair amount, but they could even use more. Then have a concession stand where you're selling some food and drinks and stuff like that. Also, another idea, I'm just rambling on some of my thoughts I was thinking about last night, talking to some of the people as we were enjoying the evening here. A music festival. Again, I don't know the laws and what's permitted or not permitted, or how difficult the different things are, but again, deal with local people, try to get the prices down. Don't make it at where it's a touristy price, instead things cost $1,000, $3,000 a person to do, because that's just not affordable, and you're not going to bring in the local market. You're simply not going to get people to fly over here for Christmas time so much as drawing in locals all over the island, and maybe from some nearby islands. So that's what you're after, is to have people say, where are we going? We're going to Sabang because they're having Christmas lights and festival and parade. So that would be an idea. the Christmas time, which would take up a couple months of at least a month to 2 months, November and December time to do that and entertain, like I said, food and drinks. Maybe also live music competition. Nobody like the Philippines likes karaoke and music. We'll kind of walk along here. So have something like that going on where the locals, compete for small prize money and fame of being, voted #1. You could have that go on for on the weekends and stuff. Also, it's not much activities as well, like sports thing. There's, you could have sand volleyball. It would be huge potentially. Here you've got, sandy beach. Bring that over and make you 4, 5, 6 courts. Again, the locals, you could even have something professional, beach volleyball league, develop that here in the Philippines. But I'm just speaking about, getting the local people from different parts of the island to come in and again make it affordable, where they have a little competition. I'm not sure what you would charge, 100 peso, a couple hundred pesos to play a match or something. They could be doing that daily or on the weekends and stuff, because people do work here a lot. So evenings or on the weekends, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, during the day in competition. I think that would go over big. Again, incorporate some food and drinks with that, because when people are doing sports-minded things, they get thirsty and hungry and want to sit down and rest and hang out. So that type of mentality, a badminton competition, it just goes on and on. It's limited by your thinking and stuff. And I'm also an avid badminton player, and you don't really have to, you can think a little differently on that and just have it outdoors. More of a fun thing for the locals and stuff. And also you could develop that into, competition and build an indoor center, but starting off like a little sand badminton court, which I don't think anybody's ever played before hardly, except in the backyard, and mark that off, and kind of like they do with beach volleyball. I think that would be fun, and people would enjoy that and draw people out of their homes, and at night, instead of going home or drinking or sitting around, they would have different activities. So I think it takes, somebody creative like myself, or not that I'm interested in doing that, I just giving ideas, but somebody has a little money and understands the laws and has a little influence would really help out the community. So that type of thinking. So I think it would really revive and potentially bring a lot of life back to different parts of the Philippines, because I think that type of stuff's lacking here. I don't know of a single music festival or music competition hardly that, and I think that would be huge. Same with some of these sports things. People are very fit and active and like doing stuff, but there's nothing readily available to do. Now in some of the big cities and stuff, of course, they have badminton courts, and every place has a basketball court, but it's typically just some kids for an hour or two playing, and there's nothing organized or promoted. And I think it could be a money-making activity and bring life and money into the communities. Also here, another business idea I thought about, there's plenty of resorts. I don't know, if and when we would need another resort here in Sabang, and I think that goes throughout the Philippines. There's plenty of little restaurants. There's one that's closed up for a couple months because of the lack of people coming to town. and then most of them sit, 90% empty of their capacity because they're just a lot of them's geared toward the tourist industry here and the pricing and the type of food. Some of the small ones that are Philippine style food do all right. Then another thing I've seen here in particular to Sabang, and this may work, a lot of these things, ideas work other places, is I don't see a bicycle shop, and that's, in my opinion, that's basic, cheap transportation, which I think every home family would have one or two to get around. And there's not a single bicycle shop here in town selling any kind of bike. And again, you're not going to bring in $3,000 and $6,000, $7,000 bikes to sell. You're going to bring in, $5,000, $10,000 peso style bike, or even cheaper. So, kind of adequate quality. And I think that would go over big here. And I'm surprised there's not a shop going on. So it's just different ideas, but there's lots of little food stores, lots of places to purchase, snacks and some food and vegetables. Good morning. And lots of restaurants. Here's one of the newest ones. I think I'll at some point start trying to highlight a different store every day or once a week or something like that. There's the Western Union here. So the two of the best shops that come to mind here is there's a little print shop. There's only one in town. I think that's a great business idea. It's needed. People want to advertise and get things printed on shirts and hats and paper, and I've done it myself. I'll see if I can find one of my signs as I walk along. I've advertised Terry's Philippine Journey and trying to promote the channel. And so certain businesses have put them up, outside where you can see them and stuff. So there's at least 2 or 3 up here that I know of. Some of them, when they're opened up, they have it on the inside wall. So that would go over well, that type of stuff. There's one cell phone store, which I think, again, is a great idea. This is my friend here, Teddy's water store there. I think that's Teddy there. Good morning.
Morning.
I've got you on YouTube telling people about your store. Thank you. That's my friend Teddy. This is his water store. I think he's the only one in town, so he runs a good business. He also has a boat for the tourism, so give him your support when you come to town. A good place to get water. You can get water several places, but he's the best and has the biggest operation. So that's his store here in Sabang. So I think that's a good idea, because most people just sell little bottles of water. He gets it by the gallons and gallons and will deliver it to you. I've gotten to know him quite well. A nice man and works very hard, as most people. So there's the print shop, and then she's opened up a little restaurant next door. They're closed right now. They opened about 10 o'clock today. But that's also a great idea, the cell phone store. But as far as, there's a difference between, somebody making money and then some of my previous ideas I was talking about is promoting the community. So the community as a whole makes money. So if one store opens up and it's a bicycle store, which is, I think, a great idea here, makes some money, that doesn't necessarily overly help the whole community. But a big business like a volleyball court or music festival, Christmas lights display, take advantage of the holidays and keep it affordable, and to want to bring other people down. There's the beautiful church that seems to be glowing in the morning sunshine. Catholic church. Very beautiful and traditional church inside. There's the view of the mountains. So that's just some of my thoughts. I've got dozens of different ideas that, you know, promote the community, have it, you know, organized. There's supposed to be a committee here, but as usual in the Philippines, you know, government, different people, elected officials seem to, you know, run into issues and stuff, and everything's overly complicated. And who suffers is the communities and, you know, local people and the economy and stuff. So they do some good jobs, but they fail quite often. And this is just not me saying it. I can see stuff, but also a lot of the locals tell me about that. So we won't mention any names, but it's well widely known that you know, things don't get done and money gets misappropriated and people get hurt feelings and don't do their job, and then their job varies, you know, it's not looking out for the whole you know, people and community issues. So that's some of my thoughts this morning on business ideas and barangay ideas, for instance, city ideas to help your people and the community grow. And I think that I see is lacking and here, because I get asked that every day on you know, somebody that grabs me locally and what could I do and what's your thoughts. And so I share a few of my thoughts. I'm by no means a financial guru. I just have some basic common sense and some thoughts like the rest of us. So that's my thoughts this morning. So I don't know, we'll get to it here real quickly. I tried to wrap it up here. This is a little newer store. They're selling primarily, it looks like fish there. So don't know the name of it. They don't have nothing up. But this is a typical province community. So there's my sign on that cooler. You can see it there. The man's working on his bike. But that's promoting my YouTube channel. So there's oh, that's frozen foods. So yeah, my sign looks just like that. It must be up the street here a little bit more. So yeah, anyhow, I have a sign that I made up, handed out 50 flyers trying to promote my business to help myself and help get a little extra money, and I was going to give back a certain percentage of that, like 10% to the community here each month, to, you know, like prize money to try to help people, and also continue to promote my channel and make it grow so I can make more money to help more people. That's my time this morning. So somebody can implement some of my ideas, and I'm sure that's much harder than just stating it. So thanks for your time. The videos seem to be getting longer and longer, so sorry for that, but get rambling. That's it from Sabang this morning. Business ideas and making money and promoting the communities of the Philippines. That's what this video is about. Thanks for watching, everybody. That man there sells tinapay, I believe. He drives around, he buys it up the street at the bread factory, and he gets it while it's hot and then honks his horn, drives around, sells it. So that's a good idea. You know, delivery, self-employed, takes it directly from the factory and goes around, delivers it right to your wherever you're at. All right, me and Michelle's gonna head up by the school and up the mountain and continue our walk. Thanks for watching, everybody. That's it from the Sabang, Palawan, Philippines, Friday the 19th of September. Thank you.